They say there is no land like your own motherland, and yet we move far and wide in search of a better future, better prospects, in short, for a better life. But what happens if one fine day you're uprooted from that very life you work so hard for, all because you're an illegal immigrant? Hi, I'm Saimik, and let's deep dive today to understand the world of mass deportation in United States which is taking place right now. Now, what exactly is an illegal immigrant? He is one such person who is living and working in the host nation without proper documentation. As Gautam Buddha once said, I quote, "When the mind is pure, joy follows you like a shadow. But in this case, what follows you is the fear and anxiety of deportation." In a small village of Dingucha in the state of Gujarat, flyers are plastered on the lamppost and building, hard to miss even on a short walk on the road. They advertise to the residents, most of whom live in poverty, a better life abroad, study in UK, Canada, free application, offer letter in 3 days. A family took up that offer as many had before. Jagdish Patel, aged 39, Vaishala Ben Patel, aged 37, their children Vihangi, aged 11, and Dharmi, aged 3, left their home in Dingucha and set out for Canada. In January 2022, 4 members of that family from the western Indian state of Gujarat froze to death at the US-Canada border. The couple and their 2 children had paid a hefty amount to traffickers to be smuggled into the US for what they thought would be a better life. Instead, what they got is literally the cold end of the stick. Donald Trump, the current US president, had promised the people of United States of America of mass deportation during his election campaign. This was met with a thunderous applause from his supporters. Now let's try to understand this person and the perspective. He is a person who has seen it all, the money and the power one can have in this world. Now all he wants to leave behind is his legacy as the president of United States. And boy oh boy, he intends on keeping his promise. Immediately on assuming office, he had declared national emergency on US-Mexico border. Trump has claimed there are almost 25 million aliens living in the US. That is like almost double the population of the state of Ohio. And yes, you heard it right, he calls the illegal immigrants as aliens. He has often said that these aliens treat USA as garbage and dumping ground. Deportation is a lengthy process that calls for arrest, legal hassles, paperwork, and final goodbye. Logistically speaking, it's a nightmare. On average, cases that qualify for the expedited removal process can result in a removal order within a few weeks. However, the standard removal or deportation case can often drag on for many years, depending upon how backlogged the court is and how aggressively your lawyer fights for you. Recently, US C-17 military plane carrying deported Indians landed in Amritsar. India has offered to repatriate 18,000 undocumented Indian citizens to strengthen bilateral relations and protect visa programs for skilled workers and students. In addition to India, US has also deported people to countries like Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Peru, and etc. However, the bigger question remains, and that is how the immigrants and their children will cope up with these policies. Like, for example, if an illegal immigrant gives birth in the US, the child automatically becomes neutralized US citizen by birth. The child in that case cannot be deported, but his parents can be. Like I said earlier, it is a living nightmare. As I sign off, I wish and hope that in a race to chase the great American dream, one doesn't become stateless. Thank you for being there. I'll catch up with you in the next one. Till then.